Alright, all the avatars have black hair, unless you've seen one that doesn't. So we got to take the saturation out of her hair and darken it a little to make it appear as she had black hair. It's two steps, two adjustment layers. First one, we'll do the curves first. And I'm going to darken it down a lot so that I can see where I'm painting easier. Click on the mask, hit Control I, invert it, get out your brush again and paint with 100% white. So I darkened down a lot so that I can see what I'm painting. If you only darken a little bit, it's harder to see where, like a change. Now, next to the spacebar, or the Alt key, you have a little sideways slash button. If you press that, it will show you a mask overlay so that you can see what you're painting, but I still even find this difficult to do this. So that's why I darken it down the most. So I see a dramatic change, and I know where I'm painting. Keep changing brush size as you go along. Hair is very difficult. In this particular image, it's extremely difficult where the hair falls over onto her arm. For my original one I did of this, it took quite a while to get that area to look very nice. But for this video, I'm just doing it rough. After this, we're going to, instead of repainting again, we're going to do a little trick to duplicate the mask. And we're going to open up a layer, hue saturation. And we're going to remove the color from the hair by desaturating it. It's all done with adjustment layers so that you can constantly go back and make changes. I'm not a fan of actually creating pixel layers and editing the actual layer, the actual pixels themselves. I really like adjustment layers. They give you so much control as making changes as you're going along. I find as you get further and further into your image manipulation, you will want to make some changes. Maybe the hair looks better with a little bit of color in it once you've changed the background or some of the other lighting. So I find adjustment layers very powerful. Okay, so now we're done with painting that. I'm going to go back over to that curves mask, hold Control and click it, and then I'm going to add hue saturation and desaturate it. Now I'll be able to see some of the areas that I missed, but you'll do a much better job than I did because you'll be taking your time. So the hue saturation layer is taking all the color out of the hair after we desaturated it. Right now I'm painting onto that mask. And the curves layer darkened the hair down, but now I want to go back and reset the curves. See, if you just desaturate the hair will look gray instead of black. Black's not reflecting as much light as what her original hair was, so we need to darken it down a little. So play around with different tone curves here until you get your hair looking the way you want it to look. So that's a before after. Play around with it until you get it where you like it. And that's how I'm making the hair black. Darkening it and removing the saturation from it.